Rolling.
Okay, we are gonna wash a dirty mountain bike. And if you're like me, you're a little bit of a pig pen, your room is kind of messy, you don't really like to wash your bikes, but it's super easy, super fast. The end of any ride, it's just a really great way to keep your equipment running super smooth. So we're gonna do this super fast bike wash. And if you have only time to focus on one thing, you just focus on your drivetrain, all that good stuff with all the moving parts, because really if your bike is clean, your bike is happy, and then you're not going to have trail mechanicals and things out while you're riding. So quick wash is first is a rinse down with the hose, get it all nice and wet. I just did a great mountain bike ride, so it's a little bit dirty, which is good. That's the sign of a really good ride. So, and you know, I use kind of a gentle spray, just get it all wet. All right. So now, these are my tools. I always kind of have them ready with my bucket. I've got soapy water in here, WD-40 bike wash. You can also use just regular dishwashing soap. And I've got my brushes that I like. So these brushes all have a specific use. This one is for the drivetrain, for all the greasy bits. So I keep this one for the greasy bits, because I don't want to get the greasy bits all over the nice, sweet frame. I use this one, this nice soft one. This is for the soapy water that really gets all over the bike and gets everything all washed down. So this one is for frame, wheels. This little guy is for the tough to reach spots, all in there. And then this one is really nice for the super tough to reach spots. So we're just gonna go through it super quick. I like to put a little degreaser on the chain first, because it will degrease just like it's supposed to. So we got some of that. We just let it sit and give it a little rub, and we've sprayed the bike down. So then what I do is I start with the soapy water. Just doesn't have to be anything special, just the frame, the bike. And remember, you're kind of keeping this brush off all the greasy bits, so you're really just doing a nice shiny paint job underneath, wheels. Boom, good to go. So that's kind of it. It doesn't have to take that much. And then the rest of the focus really goes on the parts with all the movie bits. Get this other side of the frame. Okay, nice and fast. All right, so now I'm gonna go into the chain and the drivetrain, kind of the important part here. And I think I'm gonna get my gear. Let's put this out if we need. Get this in gear. There we go. So I can run the chain backwards. I kind of like having it on a bike stand, because then you can move the chain and move the drivetrain around while you're cleaning it. So what I really like to do first is I hold this here and pedal backwards, so you're getting the whole cassette in between all those nice gears. The nice thing about Eagle is that it really does shed dirt really well, so not a lot of dirt stays in there. But you're also getting the chain at the same time, running it forward, back. Spend a little time up here doing the same thing, getting some of those little bits all nice and clean. I used to have a chain, Park Tool makes a cool thing, chain cleaner that you clamp on there and you just spin the chain around. That's a really cool tool. I can't find mine right now. So a regular brush works fine too. And if you think about your chain, there's so many little moving parts. So you kind of want to, that is really the area to focus, is the chain and all those little moving bits. All right. Then I like to get down right in here. This is one spot that always has kind of a lot of dirt, is your little pulley wheels. And you can see they collect dirt right up in there. So that's where I might get one of those really good brushy ones. You can also spin it and hold the brush there and get all the way around. And there's another one tucked right back up in here. So these are little tiny parts. If you got dirt in them, you don't shift well. So that's kind of the reason. And really that's it. I focus on the chain, I focus on the chain ring area and the cassette. And that's your big stuff. So give it another whirl around. This whole area is looking pretty good. And that's it. I'm gonna give her a rinse fast. If I wanted to get really down and dirty, I'd get some of the dust and all that stuff in here, but honestly, if you're short on time, you can just do the quick rinse, the quick drivetrain, and you're good to go. So that is it. We'll rinse it off. I like to rinse off my shoes while I'm doing it too. Everything's clean. You could even take a shower right now if you wanted. Get it all at once. Get all the soap off the bike, all the little underneath bits. Oh, she's looking good. Looking good. So the last thing you want to do is, I let it sit for a while so it kind of dries, but the last thing is to dry off and lube your chain. Again, this drivetrain is the most important part for your bike riding fun. It looks great if the rest of it's clean, but this is really the focus area. So you'll want to dry off your chain, and then you'll want to go ahead and put some more lube on it. And so that's just a few drops, just slowly on each link, spinning it around. And then your bike is ready to roll for the next time. That's it. Easy.